Hi everyone, this is Paulina Bojorquez with Elite Commercial Group, powered by KW Commercial. 2 weeks ago, we supported the Daniel Center for Math and Science by sponsoring their gala, and today we are honored to be sitting down and talking a little bit with Kirby Jones, who is the founder of the Daniel Center and is also the pastor here at this church. We're going to talk to him a little bit about how he got started, what the program offers for the kids here in Southeast Raleigh, and also he's going to talk a little bit about how we can get involved and give back. So at Elite Commercial Group and the Residential Advantage, we are really focused on giving back to our community. We want to get involved and give back to the community that we work, live, and play in. And so we encourage you guys to learn a little bit more about it and see if you can get involved as well. So as you know, we want to hear a little bit more about the Daniel Center for Math and Science, understand, your big why you started the center, and then take a little tour afterwards.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Paulina. Well, the Daniel Center for Math and Science really came out of a burden that I had for children in the Southeast Raleigh community several years ago. And by 2008, 2009, I had served in this community for 10, 12 years, long enough to where I had met these fabulous and brilliant and beautiful children when they were 6, 7, 8 years old. And as you might imagine, had all kinds of expectations that they were going to grow up and take on the world and just have great, successful lives. But over time, I began to see the same kind of unfortunate movie where those positive things were not happening. I began to see them dropping out of school, getting involved with gang activity, some even with the juvenile justice system, all of the kinds of things that you don't want to see happen to children and young adults. So just with, a burden to try and find a way to do something to change that trajectory for children in this community, and feeling that education was the closest to any silver bullet that we could come up with. And out of that really sprang the Daniel Center for Math and Science, where we are now a STEM education enhancement program, primarily for low-wealth kids in this community.
Awesome. That's really, really exciting. That's actually so close to what we focus on. We really want to give back to the community that we serve in, right? So, and I know a lot of people feel that way. We all want to work and thrive in our community, but more than anything, really be able to make sure that we, rise as we climb as well. I think that's really important. So your original vision, was with, making sure that these kids have more access to STEM programs and things like that. Has your vision evolved at all, or do you see it changing in any way as you take on the next 15 years? Because I know you guys just celebrated your 15th year anniversary.
Yeah. Well, I don't foresee the vision particularly changing. Mm-hmm. We have really had a lot of enhancements, a lot of growth, a lot of additional components that we've added to help bolster that vision over the last 15 years. And we hope that we'll be able to continue that tradition in the next 15 years to come. When we started, we began with our school-age program, mm-hmm. which was 5 years old, kindergartens. Mm-hmm. And then when they turned 13, they would move into our teen program and then on to college. As we did kind of evolve over the years, we realized that starting at age 5 was really almost in some cases late. Okay. And so in 2019, we opened a pre-K component. So now children can literally begin as early as age 3 in our pre-K component, which is designed to make sure that they're kindergarten ready, move into our kindergarten to 12-year-old school age piece, and then on again matriculate into our teen module. We do hope, and our desire is in the next 15 years to actually replicate what we're doing by opening additional locations. So a lot of exciting things on the horizon.
Awesome. That's super exciting. And, as we're walking through the creative spaces and everything that you're going to show me here in a little bit, what does a regular day look like for, one of the school age children? What are they getting here?
Sure. So our school age children actually are dropped off in the mornings by their parents on their way to work. We open the center at 7 a.m. because
Okay.
it has to be convenient for our families and the parents to get off to work. When they come in here, they are going to have a hot, nutritious breakfast.
Nice.
We will begin to prepare them for their school day. We have 3 vans that we will take them to school. Those same 3 vans will be running in the afternoons when we pick them up, bring them to the center. First thing they get is a hot, well, not hot necessarily, but a nutritious snack. And then we move into what I call the Daniel Center curriculum, where they will then be led in hands-on project-based learning activities where they are learning the concepts of their studies in a way that is fun, in a way that is active. We don't want them to come here in the afternoons from school and feel as though they're in school.
Back in school. Yeah, that makes sense.
Absolutely. And so that's pretty much what they are looking at in a typical day, at least for the school agers.
Okay, awesome. And then you guys also provide summer care?
Yes. So during the summer, we basically expand to full days where we are a full-on STEM camp.
Okay.
So the kids are with us, a lot of field trips to STEM-based venues. A lot of STEM professionals will come into the center and do presentations based on what they do in their real-world careers, which, by the way, is very, very impactful with children.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question too, because, how do we get involved? I know you have the 2 main fundraising events, but how can someone get involved either through donating or volunteering?
Great question. So, of course, as a nonprofit organization, we are in a perpetual fundraising and donor effort. So certainly individuals can donate directly to us. We do have a lot of companies and corporations that actually have foundations attached as an arm of their companies and corporations. And so we receive a lot of funding through those. So if people can connect us to those opportunities, we would love that. Volunteerism is a really, really big part of not just free labor for us, but it is literally a part of our education philosophy. Having particularly professionals from STEM careers come in either after school or during the summers and do those presentations on what you do in your real world everyday careers. Kids can't be what they don't know exists.
Exactly.
So those are really, really impactful. And lastly, if someone works for a company or knows a company that may have the opportunity or be open to field trips where our kids can actually go to these companies and these venues, we're always looking forward and open for those engagements.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, that sounds really good. So we're going to put all the information below the video just so people can understand who they need to reach out for the different opportunities. I myself right now am working with Carey Academy, which I think that's one of the things that we're already connected to Bridget, to even getting the kids involved. So, and I think that would benefit, all the kids,
Absolutely.
right, on both sides. So I think it really helps the teens get involved and really get the joy of watching another little kid just get it, right? All of a sudden they, something clicks and now they understand and they get so proud of themselves. So that's something that we're looking forward to do. And lastly, before we take the tour, is there anything that you can share that was your proudest moment with the Daniel Center?
There have been a lot of them, but day in and day out, I will say pretty well kind of what you just alluded to is when our students have a light bulb that comes on, and not simply for that day's lesson, but when the light bulb comes on, that they can succeed, that they can really have a future that they never considered.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to watch what I call that default setting change in the kid.
Yeah.
And when that happens, the rest of it becomes easy.
Yeah. Well, that sounds really, really amazing. So I'm super excited to continue to work with you guys and support you in whatever that, we can do as a company, but also individually. And we look forward to now walking around and checking out your space.
Absolutely.
Hopefully you enjoyed the tour and listening to Kirby explain to us why he started this amazing organization and also how you can get involved. So just let us know if you need any more information and we'll get the information out to you as soon as possible.